quick one from me with an apology. I am very sorry, but I'm missing another Katie's Arms. And it's getting to be a bit of a habit, but I am live on the road. So there is a Katie's Arms live happening. And it's actually quite an exciting one because just a few miles from where I am right now, we had a venue pull. So the usual spineless cretins failing to just simply say that people should have the freedom to choose who they go and see or who they listen to or don't. And what happened is something that I've been explaining to you now for a while, which is that the secret underground speakeasy network here in the UK leapt into action. And I'm now at a venue. It's undisclosed. It's never been publicised. No one who's outside of it knows about it. And a great group of people will be gathering tonight. We're doing 2 nights here. So in place of a venue that pulled, we now have more people gathering. You could call it off-grid, I suppose. And the reason I share this and the reason it's important for you to know is that so often you can feel like the whole world's gone mad and it's just you. And I can tell you, because I'm seeing it with my own eyes and my own ears are hearing it, that there is this huge, powerful network springing up. And it is prohibition. Right now in the UK in 2023, it is prohibition all over again. Except it's not alcohol anymore, it is speech. And these are glorious gatherings where people get together and feel better together. And we've just had Stamford. And Stamford, if you were in the audience, perhaps you were there, you'll know, people will have said, it was just lovely for everyone to be together. It's nothing to do with me. It's all about those rooms full of people who leave feeling so much better. You know, I arrived on my own, I left with friends. That's the comment that I hear. Mums turning up with sons, groups of girlfriends turning up together, young people turning up, often alone, because they were determined to come, driving often the lengths of the country to come alone. Young people, because they want to be part of what's going on. And I find that incredibly uplifting as well, because people say, what about young people? Young people are turning up at these things because they are with us, and by us I mean the side that simply wants each other to feel better together. And what's so interesting about Stamford in particular is that a lady came along to document the event, and she did in a very neutral way. I mean, she didn't say that everybody had a glorious time. She didn't say that we drank the bar dry. She didn't say that it was a complete riot, which it was. But she did document it faithfully. And what's so interesting, in one of the comments, which I've posted on my Instagram, someone from Stamford, you know, one of the good and the great, one of the people who no doubt signed a petition in order to try and stop me from coming, one of the people who probably, you know, was lobbying hard at the venue, threatening the venue sometimes to stop them or to get them to pull my show. Someone wrote to the effect of, I'm pleased that the theatre stood up for free speech. I'm disappointed that in this city, Stamford, a place where there are affluent people, educated people, and smart people, I'm horrified that they went to hear, so many people wanted to hear this hate-filled woman speak, suggesting that if you're affluent, if you think you're intelligent, if you think you're better than, you would want nothing to do with me, that somehow our side that simply wants everyone to be okay is impoverished, that somehow our side is ill-educated or ignorant, that somehow the people that just want everyone to do whatever they want and live as free as they can be, somehow we're not the smart ones. And it's exactly that snobbery and exactly that hatred that's actually coming from that side, the good and the great, the affluent and the well-to-do. It's exactly them that are the hate-filled ones. It's exactly them that don't want people to have the freedom to choose who they see, to choose what they do or don't put in their bodies, the freedom to go where they want, when they want, and live their life just as free as they can be. It's the intelligent, affluent, perceived elite who want to make everyone else smaller because they don't deserve the freedoms that the intelligentsia deserve. And that's what's the glory of all of this. The speakeasies, these underground networks I'm part of, or theatres in the centre of very well-to-do towns, is this tour, Live, Laugh, Love, is calling them out. It's showing the venues that do have a spine that stood firm, like Judith at Stamford, and the crowd went crazy. I got her up on stage, the crowd went crazy. A security company, Mick and the lads who turned up for nothing, no charge, just to support Judith in her endeavours to promote freedom of speech. The audience, who are so good and supportive of the venues, dropping money in a bucket just to, help get some additional revenue for the theatre. And this sense that we are calling out this cancellation, that we are turning the tide, that people are buying tickets to say, yeah, we do want the freedom to choose who we see and listen to. Even people who really, really hate me or think they dislike me, or maybe they perceive they disagree with me, which is fine, we don't have to agree. Even those people are saying, yeah, sure, she should be given the right to speak, or those audience should be allowed to choose who they see. And my ambition for this is not only are we calling out and pointing fingers at those who call us hate-filled, but that we're also creating places where other people can still go and be heard. Other people in our network, but other people on the other side of things who maybe have opposite views to me. We are making sure we're maintaining platforms where they can be heard as well. So I don't know what this thing is, but it's growing. It's massive. It's becoming much bigger than me. It always was much bigger than me. And venues that have held firm are rebooking because they see how glorious this thing is. And so we'll be able to bring this tour back, a fresh tour in October. And my commitment to you all is, if you can find a venue, and a venue that will hold, I'll be there. If you can find a venue that will hold and will not give in, because one of the problems is when a venue folds, it isn't just that 500 ticket holders don't get to see the show. It isn't just that I don't get to lift up an audience. It's that that side that wants to cancel everything, it wins. It's like a little victory, and we can't have that. If you can get a venue that will hold, I can promise we can guarantee the venue with deposits and finances. We can guarantee the venue will have one of the biggest nights it's had. We can guarantee the staff will have a lovely time. Everyone will be super respectful to them. They'll get a night's pay plus. And we can guarantee the audience will leave with faith restored. No matter what you believe, no matter what you think, you will leave feeling better about life. So Live, Laugh, Love has become much bigger than Live, Laugh, Love. So if you're coming to Backyard next week, I so look forward to seeing you there. Sittingbourne, that's been sold out for ages. I cannot wait to be there. Such a great guy that runs that place, Mike at Appleyard. And just thank you. Thank you to venue owners who've held firm. Thank you to speakeasies who've just sort of leapt up and grabbed me when I've been in free fall and said, here, speak here. We'll find you 300 people, just like that. And that's really been a glorious thing. So overwhelming. Absolutely brilliant. And Katie's Arms, something, our online pub that we created in my back office, how's your father, is truly has truly got wings and is taking flight. So if I don't see you on this leg of the tour, maybe I'll get to see you in October, which would be terrific, somewhere on the road, and or June. That's going to be the big weekend, a whole weekend for our family in Blackpool. We're going to take over the pier. We have patriots who are offering brilliant deals on accommodation so that you can all stay together in hotels that are very lovely at a rate that is very affordable. And the idea is that we can pull together all of the different speakeasies across the country. Anybody who wants to come along and just be amongst people who want you to be okay no matter what. That's going to be in June 2024. So I look forward to seeing you somewhere on the road. Thank you for all your support. Thank you for all the kind comments, but thank you most of all for supporting these venues, because I really, really do believe with all my heart that we are turning the tide, and it's a real privilege to play a tiny part in that.